So on April 11th, I go to my house. I have a lease to it. It's at the time Jarrett was the sole owner, but I was paying the mortgage and I had a lease. And Ashley, she was there. She called the police, and Ashley is his baby mama. And that's an even more complicated story I can get into after I tell this one. But just for the sake of legality and knowing the situation, she did not have any rights to that house. She had been staying there, but he had ordered her to leave many times. He had posted a notice months before. He had started eviction proceedings, even though in Virginia you don't have to if someone doesn't have a lease and doesn't pay rent and doesn't pay any bills. But police just wouldn't trespass her, and he didn't want to straight kick her out on the streets. He kept hoping she would just get another place. But, we failed to realize that she's like a master of stealing people's homes with protective orders, and that's what she ended up doing. But we'll start on April 11th. After she tried to get a protective order and was denied, she waited until there was another magistrate, and she went and told a different lie, and she was successful in getting a protective order against Jarrett. She claimed that they shared that residence together, that she'd been living there for 9 years, which was a lie. And she, of course, failed to mention that he's the owner of the home, not her, and she's got no legal right to the house. Either way, if they had been together and he had in fact abused her and they were living there actively together, she could have been granted the residence lawfully, but she just made all of this shit up. So they granted her possession of the residence to the exclusion of Jarrett Zane, not to the exclusion of me, and I had a lawful leasehold to the house. So when I go back to the house with my kids to get some of his stuff, because she had him served with a protective order, claiming he choked her in front of the kids, even though I was with him every single second, and that didn't happen. She immediately called the police. She assaulted me, nudged me when I was trying to turn the light switch on in the basement, and then she claimed I was trying to steal jewelry. And then when the police came, they saw my evidence, which was a video that my son took of her assaulting me. And then they saw whatever she had, and they said, there's no probable cause to arrest either one of you for assault. He asked me what I was doing there. I said, I have the right to be here. I showed him my lease. He said nothing about any problems with the lease or trespassing. And then he said, I'm not charging either one of you. Here's an incident number. You can go to the magistrate if you want to. And that's what I did. Go to the next part.